Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are awesome and beautiful and lovely, and I love each and every one of you very much with all my heart on this very special occasion, which many of you may know. I usually don't announce this, but today is my birthday. A very, very young age, prime number, so you can guess how awesome that number is. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that we're going to into awesome realms of awesomeness. What does that mean? We are clearly entering a time where basically positivity is ruling over the actual awesomeness that we can propel ourselves into. And really is what is allowing us to do this is really the stepping stones of fact that make this self-evident, especially with true Americana coming alive in today's world. Now, we all have, every human being is important. Every human being has wonderful purpose. Every human being deserves to live a great life. For one, that's what I'm very avid upon supporting, fighting for, and living for. And I'm dedicated to service to do that, create paradise on earth. And ultimately, evil does not win. The fact of the matter is that George Soros is doing everything he can to divide and conquer, long story short. But how we win is basically with the truth that's being advocated by those who want freedom and prosperity, which is really just a force, literally the animating contest of liberty that we all are. Now, that is a wonderful, exciting thing because the news of today, which is February 2nd, 2017, and yesterday, February 1st, 2017, issues certain points in history where we're able to have an awakening of turning points as to what is going on right now in our world, in our country, and in our sovereignty. Now, it's a very pivotal point, incredibly pivotal point, because we are now awakening to the awesomeness that is the character of rejuvenative abilities, rejuvenative mentality, and rejuvenative characteristics. Passionate action towards that's kind of like selfless is going to be funded in a sense. Now, that is basically a type of prosperity program. Humanitarian projects, they're going to be funded and basically have an unlimited amount of resource to be able to do their humanitarian projects. And all of a sudden, what you'll have a compounding of this. Compounding of humanitarian projects helping humanitarian projects. And it turns into this endless cycle of endless prosperity because no matter what you do, somebody always wins. And that's what we're getting a little taste of in order so that we can understand what we're actually going into as these service members, police officers, military members, those in the Secret Service, all those in the cabinets, the new picks, the legislative, the judicial, and all throughout the higher-ups, the generals, the admirals, all the way up in every branch, every chain of command, even all the way up in CEOs and etc. They are able to basically continue to protect and promote and secure the blessings of liberty for our country and ourselves and our posterity, but to be able to instill limitlessness into people, into groups, into countries, and into our nation, and into the planet. Now, what does that mean? Of course, this is basically the prelude. All of these very detailed humanitarian projects, which compound upon each other, will basically be the founding of a self-sufficient type 1 civilization. And that's what we're entering. Literally, very, very quickly. Like, the acceleration is extremely, incredibly fast. And it's so fast that, in a sense, the very mental illness will have such an easy cure to it that it's literally as easy as walking into an environment. It's not as, it's even, it's the equivalent of walking from 120 degree outside desert environment into a 60 degree, 50 degree cooled, air conditioned area. It's almost instantaneous relief. That is the paradigm shift that is what we're being entered into. Now we can see the difference in the fact of the matter, in the truth of what's actually going on. What does that mean? Secret space programs are being revealed, like I've already explained before, from Solar Warden to William Tompkins' testimonies to Corey Good's testimonies, all for the basically, and this is a limited view, so forgive me, but basically for the securing of liberty and prosperity for all of humanity. And so, it's fine. It's totally awesome. As it's totally exciting and totally worth it. The thrill of being able to do this type of freedom activity over and over is allowing the freedom to not only radiate, which I already explained before, radiate throughout the entire country, but throughout the entire planet. Through other countries and throughout the entire planet, of course. Then we can move on to other planets, which is awesome. Not to say that we have to do this before we do that. No, it's literally, I'm just trying to explain the ideas that bring out the creativity, the imaginative, endless creativity that is infinite, that allows us at our disposal to literally enter this realm with free will. That is the wonderful thing, is that we have free will to do it. And that's the key part. One of the key parts of this podcast, important note, and the key parts of pretty much today's lesson is how do we view free will? How do we interpret free will? What is the result? What is the ends? In a sense, justify the means. That old phrase. Pretty much, we're entering an awesome realm of awesomeness. It's important to reiterate that because the positivity is literally unstoppable. The force of light is so apparent and so obvious. It's literally there is so much good that we, in a sense, have yet to comprehend it. And the fact of the matter is, and this is the actual science, we have the, long story short, the ability to create heaven on earth through us. That's what it is. That's what we feel, in a sense. Excuse me. That's what we feel, in a sense, heaven on earth being experienced through us. What does that mean? Okay, the heavenly realm is, of course, is a realm that is just, it's been described, for example, as just pure love, pure bliss, and pure ecstasy, 24/7 all around you. You just feel and experience it. It's more than just an experience. It's like, in a sense, reality. That's really what we're going into, and it's happening fast, because that is what, in a sense, the solar system supports. That's what higher density beings support. That's what evolution supports. That's what heaven supports. And that's what is support. And that's is, in a sense, the kind of helping hand that is always lent out for us. That's a very important point to make. Second point is also that information is being spread easily. It's being spread widely and being used to incredibly not only destroy the elitists. Well, they're kind of already falling apart, but to really send them off with their tail between their legs. And that's, of course, a very important thing. And the exciting thing is also, the all those we know we have these spiritual characteristics. So when we are able to tap into them, which we always do, we can really awaken ourselves to that which we can become. And we know what that means. We know what we're talking about. Or that we already know that. It's awesome. So we are alive. We are important. We are vital. We are creating paradise on earth. That's it. That's what we're creating. I'm dedicated to it. I'm committed. And that's the truth. And that's what we can do. And we can do it on this level, which is, with advanced technology, anti-gravity, free energy technology, sonic healing technology, advanced healing technology, basically, which I've harped on, which is very important to harp on. All those beneficial technologies to basically get rid of every type of unnecessary illness and disease in our lives and replace it with vitality. and resonance. Of course, crystal stones are very important. This is all key in our evolution, and this is what evolution is about. This is what we're all entering. We all have, in a sense, our protectors, our guiders, our guidance, our lights. So we are always being able to transcend, transmute, transfigure, and transform into beautiful, amazing galactic beings that we always were meant to be. And of course, we go beyond that. So light and love is an endless beauty expression, like flowers. When we create this flower, we express this flower. We can create this flower to attract other extraterrestrial civilizations that are peaceful. So this is a beautiful time that we're all this is a beautiful time of Renaissance that we're all a part of, and I love being a part of it. This is history in the making. We love making history in the positive way, and we are waking up better and better, and the very balance of nature is what helps accelerate this process. We are really growing into miraculous, beautiful beings. I mean, this is literally light shining everywhere. So, it's an honor, it's a pleasure, and it's my duty to be of service. I'm excited. So, lots of love. Lots and lots of love.
Heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. Anytime I touch you, you just tremble inside, and I know how much you want me that you can't hide.